Hey guys, this is Ahren Merz. Today, Guilherme Veroneze and I will be showing you how we made our song Ultravioleta.
Hey, this is Guilherme Veroneze. In January, I heard one of Ahren's songs through our record label, Little Symphony Records. Then he and I started talking and said, yeah, let's try to make a song together. We started sending some ideas back and forth and ultimately chose an Ahren's idea. It was a lovely short motif played on the piano.
So we started off with this piano loop right here. I recorded the loop and sent it over to Guilherme, and he fleshed out the whole arrangement for the song.
So I started improvising, and after 2 or 3 days, I developed the original motif into a 3-minute track. It was very fun because I really enjoyed the original material, which made it easy to come up with new chord progressions and melodies.
Okay, so for the intro, I added some pads to the song. Just to create sort of an atmosphere. Which gradually leads up to this sound effect here. And here is where the song really starts. So I went on to add this cello here, Colegno cello. This is how it sounds like. It has a pretty percussive quality to it, as you can hear. Just to like introduce sort of the urgency that comes up right here. The sense of urgency, I should say. This is accompanied by a synth sound that sounds like this here. Just to exaggerate that sense of urgency a bit more. Yeah, so altogether it sounds like this for the intro.
This is usually part of my composition process. I start with a short idea and then develop it on the piano. The difference this time was that the idea came from Ahren, which made things even more interesting. I remember when I sent it to Ahren, he was really happy and so was I. A few days afterwards, he sent it back to me with some additional elements incorporated, like percussion, a cello melody. I was very impressed and I knew we were going to create an amazing collaboration.
So then for the transition to the main part, we have sort of a bit of a gap here, just to make the main part a bit more powerful. yeah, for this here, what's noticeable from the start is the cello, of course, the sustained cello. It's this one here. As you can see, I added some automation to the dynamics of it and to the vibrato as well. And yeah, to introduce the main section, I also added some reverse sound effects right here of the Colegno cello, violin, Colegno, the beep synth that you heard before, the mallet sound, which I'll get into in just a bit, and the sustained cello. So all of it together sounds like this. And yeah, for the mallet that I just mentioned, that's this one right here. It just adds an additional layer to that upper frequency spectrum.
Working with Ahren was a great experience. We used to have weekly discussions about the directions of our song. Whenever he added a new element or made changes, he would send to me and I would provide my feedback to him. And that's how we built Ultravioleta.
So after the main part, we get into this bridge right here. This then leads up to another key change, back to the original key.
One important element to mention is the castanets. One day, Ahren suggested incorporating a flamenco rhythm into a section of our song. So I listened to some references and thought, yeah, let's try adding some castanets. And it worked perfectly.
And here we introduce these castanets here. With a reversed sound effect, very, very subtle. You probably won't be able to hear it. And also I added these woodwinds here. And yeah, so altogether, including the beep sound from before, it sounds like this. And here, the Colegno cello from the beginning is introduced again, but just playing one note, no chords. With the delay on it. And this is meant to sort of build up to the second verse, if you will. I'll show you that right now.
high-pitched and resonant sound of the castanets generated a beautiful contrast with the other elements of our song. And Ahren included them in a climatic moment, which was amazing.
So we actually duplicated what we did in the first main part for this, but adding the castanets to give a rhythmical element to it. So those are these. So for the second part of it, we added this cello here. This was Guilherme's idea. Fantastic. And altogether it sounds like this. And for the outro, we brought back the woodwinds again, but this time I reversed them. So this is what they sound like solo. Gives this sort of breathing sensation. In context with the rest of the instruments, it sounds a bit like this. Pads are brought back as well. Yeah, so nothing too crazy. We have 20 channels here, which is pretty modest, I would say. A lot of them are sound effects, so you could actually break it down to maybe, I don't know, like 13 or 14. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.